45p for that?
45 quid, I meant.
No, hang on, Curly. We know Percy. Make it 60 quid.
There's a 2-bob bit. And thank you, lucky stars, I'm feeling charitable. Pair of shiftless parasites.
5p each, eh? What a morning.
Yeah. Any joy with the van?
Took it round to Brian and Kev's, didn't I? Hoping to get an older pal that type price, but I don't hold out much hope for that. Brian's about as pally as Wolfman this morning. Said he'd mull it over. I said we don't want it mulling over. We want it back on the... Hello? Mr. Tattersall, how are you doing? Oh, I'm extremely sorry, Mr. Tattersall, but I don't think there's any chance of us fitting you in this morning.
No van, Mr.
We're
Tattersall.
absolutely snowed under with work, Mr. Tattersall.
Tell him the truth, Teddy. Go for sympathy. He's the caring type.
Listen, Cool, if you don't shut it, you're going to be the wounded type. Yeah, of course we'll bust a gut to try and fit you in, but I think you're looking at, say, Friday at the soonest. All right, then. I'm sorry about that. Keep us posted, won't you? Ta-da.
This job's been flooded in all morning.
Always the way, innit?
It's going to cost an arm and a leg, this van, then?
We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Stop at 4 with them, Curly. I'm cutting down.
Still, we've got that 100 quid we made off the cutlery deal, haven't we? Thanks to me jeopardising my telescope money.
Thanks to me being a financial whiz kid, you mean? You stick with me, Curly. You'll soon have your bum in butter.
Yeah, you're right. Might as well take it easy, eh?
Give it up. This is a 5-minute coffee break, then it's slog on, Norman. You're trolling off with that £14 hammer, you are.
Where to, after Suggy?
No. Business before pleasure. Remember, that hut on the allotment, you're going to level it.
Single-handed?
Well, sure. I mean, at least you haven't got my job hanging round the Rovers, waiting to find out what Brian wants to sting us for the van. Hey, Brian, how much are you going to rush us for this van?
Give me a break, will you, Terry? Mum's just trying to tell me how to live my life.
Sorry, mate. I'll be over there if you need me, OK?
I did see Mavis this morning, come to think of it, and she walked right past me.
Oh, she's got a lot on her mind, poor love.
Aye, none of it's practical, that's the trouble. We had them in the army, her type. You should have seen them digging in. They'd sleep in running water because they lacked the nerve to knock up a little platform.
Percy, why don't you go and have a go at fruit machine?
Fruit machine? I'd rather drown myself.
Oh, well, even better.
I sometimes think Mavis isn't really cut out for love.
I sometimes wonder if Mavis isn't cut off the back of a Bunsey comic.
It couldn't be love, could it? You know, between Mavis and Derek.
No, it's always a lot of mither and a load of boxes.
I'm sorry I never got you at Boozer.
Don't worry about that, mate. I know what it's like to have your man land on your head, especially in your own local.
Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
Cheers. What's this? 280 quid for a new clutch?
Yeah, and a few things you missed. Like your suspension's all to cook, your steering's sticky, and you need a new exhaust.
I need a new hat after that, mate.
But if you're not going for it, can I interest you in a set of pram wheels and a plank? Because that jalop is one step away from iron filings, mate.
Just a ticket after a boring morning. A bit of demolition. That feels like I could lift the roof off.
Feel like I just have, mate.
What's up?
Brian's price, isn't it? He wants 280 quid just to see the van.
If it one more month, lads, it'll cost you twice as much.
That's what they all say, Brian.
And you won't get it cheaper anywhere else, neither. Let me know soon, eh? I'm a busy man.
280 smackers, though, Teddy. We haven't got that kind of brass.
We haven't, no.
Meaning what?
Meaning that you have, and you know you have.
Meaning my telescope money gets stood on terps. You can't expect me to hand that over. Mrs. Bishop gave me that out of the insurance money, out of the goodness of her heart. Anyway, that's my money, not yours.
Well, that's the end of us then, isn't it? For cheap and cheerful, read skint and miserable. We can't operate with no van. We hardly operate with one.
Well, couldn't we get a barrow or something?
Curly, I'm not pushing around a barrow in 1986 just because you're too tight to see sense, mate.
Well, think of it as a gimmick.
You're a gimmick, pal.
Well, it's not that I'm tight, just that I've aimed back that money for something else. Get the old scope paid off and the new one installed.
All right then, Barabons. Get on that blower. See if you can get us a garage that'll sort us out for less than 100 measly quid. What I got us, by the way.
Well, you wouldn't consider knocking it down a bit then?
Hopeless.
Say, 90 quid. Yeah, well, thanks. It's been very nice talking to you too. Ignoramus.
Well,
it's not a bad do, Brian's, you know. I mean, I've only found one cheaper. I don't like the sound of that. Rex's Rex in Wigan.
well, it's been a couple of hours well spent, I suppose. Get on to Brian, shall I?
Oh, come on, wait your sweat.
Listen, don't be so stubborn, mate. Every minute that van's off the road, it's losing us money. Not to mention our reputation's dribbling down the grid. Oh, I'm sorry, Curly, but I'm going to overrule you on this one. I'm going to set the wheels in motion towards getting some wheels in motion. Hello, Kev. Is Brian there? He's not. Well, listen. Do it. Yeah, everything. ASAP, pronto. Now, if not sooner, mate. Okay, ta-da. See ya.
And I'm paying, am I?
Yes, you're paying. This is a partnership, this is. That means that we abide by each other's decisions, and that's what I've just decided.
Well, you never abide by any of my decisions.
And that's how come we're not pushing a bat around.
All right, I'll tell you my decisions, shall I? No way. We'll get the money from somewhere else and we'll go 50-50.
God, Curly, you are driving me spare. What chance there is of that, eh? Finding that sort of cash in 3 days with no van? We hardly do that well with a van! All we can expect is lousy 10p's off lousy Sugden here.
It just occurred to me to warn you, in my capacity as neighbourhood watch leader, I had to lock up very thoroughly over the next couple of days, or better still, post a sentry.
Thank you and good night.
I'm worried about kids raiding your yard to furnish their bonfires.
We've got the message.
And another thing, you're a big bully.
Obviously.
You want to get yourself a pair of them big white pyjamas and enroll in a karate class. And toodaloo to you, too.
See, Curly, you seem to think I'm trying to rip you off or something. I'm not. I'm just trying to stop you putting your money into useless ventures, mate.
It's not a useless venture to me. It's my hobby, astronomy. And I like it. I like it very much indeed. It takes me out of all this low life.
And so could business, right out of it, mate. I'm not into pathetic Patrick Walker land, neither. Not into stargazing, but into being a star. It's up to you, Curly. Our fate is in your hands. I've got nought. There's nought in the kitty. Except 3 second-class stamps and an old bubbly gum. Just dad a look. So there's this fella walks in the doctor's with a frog stuck on his head. So the doctor says, what seems to be the trouble? So the frog perks up. I got this funny-looking bloke stuck to me backside.
29 pence, please, Terry.
Oh, well, I thought it was a good joke, Mavis.
Well, she's fearing the worst, love. She's on the verge of inevitable collapse. In fact, she's an hour over the verge by my watch.
Well, happy grumblings. Me, I'm off to the gym. Knock hell out of a punch bag. See ya.
Ta-ra, love.
Ta-ra.
I wish you wouldn't ridicule me in public, Rita. It's hurtful enough in private.
Well, you were very rude to poor Terry. You've probably been saving that joke up all day.
Don't be so silly.